lovely people? It's your girl, the lovely Chanel, and I am back with a new video. This video is a little different for me. This will be my first actual mukbang. Yeah, it's a seafood mukbang. I put some of that creamy sauce on there. Yeah, this is my first time making that sauce, and it looks so good, so I'm ready to eat. But today I'm just gonna talk to you guys, basically let you guys get to know me a little better, and just, you know, yeah, have girl talk, stuff like that. So if that's something you think you might be interested in, you already know what to do. If you are new to my channel, hey boo. If you are a return subscriber, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Either way it go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit that post notification. That way you're notified anytime I post. Yeah, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Whatever I miss, you already know. But yeah, if this is something you'll be interested in, like I said, keep on watching. So let's just get into this video. I never ever had this sauce before. When I tried it a little bit by hand, it was really good. Okay, so for you guys that do not know, my name is Chanel, just like the lovely Chanel. I was born and raised in, well, I was born in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. I was raised on the north side of Minnesota. I am 31 years old. And yeah, I have one son. His name is Caden. He has school right now. That sauce is definitely a little different. I will say that. Y'all, with king crabs, they be poking me so much. It's ridiculous. But basically, I just want to talk to you guys, do a little girl talk. Like I said, this is my first mukbang, so y'all gonna have to bear with me a little bit, because I really don't know what to talk about. So I'm just gonna talk about my younger self, and basically if I could give my younger self any advice, what would it be? Yeah, so if I can give the younger Chanel, oh y'all, it hurts so bad. If I could give the younger Chanel any advice, it would be to love yourself. And I say that because, I say that to say this. I feel like it's kind of bittersweet, you guys, because I feel like the version I am now is like nothing like who I was when I was younger. I was so full of hate and like wanting acceptance from everybody. But honestly, it's like, I feel like my past helped me become the woman I am today. And without that, I wouldn't be who I am. But for younger girls, loving yourself is so important, because I feel like I didn't know what love was. I tolerated so much in unhealthy relationships. But honestly, I come from a single parent household. Shout out to my mom. She raised 3 kids. Sorry, y'all, this is a mess. But she raised 3 kids by herself. My brother dad was around. He helped her a lot. They like kind of split custody. But for the most part, me and my sister, she did it all by herself. And this is not to shade my dad or my mom. I actually have a healthy relationship with both of them now. But I didn't really grow up, you know, with affection and stuff like that. So I feel like I looked for it in my friends. And although I thought I was just an amazing friend, I really could not give anybody love, because I didn't really know how to love myself. Like, I feel like you have to love yourself to give others love. Oops, y'all didn't see that. That's why I feel like it's so important for fathers to be in little girls' lives, because I feel like they set the standards on how men treat you, you know. So I feel like if I was able to get all that love, I wouldn't have tolerated so much stuff in my past. Like, you guys, the stuff I thought was love, just, yeah, like, yeah, and it wasn't everybody, and just, I was the victim, don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like we are a product of our environment, meaning, I don't know y'all, but I'm gonna just say this. When I was younger, I used to think it was so cute for your boyfriend to like yell at you, just toxic stuff, like fight you. If he cursed me out in front of my friends, that means he loved me. If he blacked my eye, that means he loved me. Like, this is stuff that I used to think growing up, you know, it was super weird. But I also was raised in toxic environments, like, and again, no shade to my mom or anything like that, because she didn't know better herself, but I just feel like what I was brought up on, seeing from a man and a woman, was the reason why I was the way I was. And that's what, you know, relationships, friendships, like, I probably was not the best of friends, but I was just the best friend ever, like a great friend. But as I grow and I learn myself more, I realized that I couldn't show anybody loyalty because I didn't even know what loyalty was. Like, I didn't even know where loyalty started, you know. Like, for example, you guys, I had a boyfriend, right? And I was all of 17, right? I bought my first, well, this wasn't my first car. The first car I ever bought was a Malibu, and I crashed it on the highway. I literally had that car for 2 weeks, you guys, and I crashed it on the highway. It was me and two of my friends in the car, and I just thought I was the stuff. I went all the way to St. Paul to pick up one of my friends, and on our way back to Minneapolis, your girl crashed on 94, like, totaled the car, airbags came out and everything. It was crazy. But this was like my third car, but it was like a really nice car. It was a Chevy Monte Carlo, all black, sunroof. Your girl thought she was the stuff. But the first day I got this car, y'all, and I had to be like 17, 18. Yeah, I was out of high school, so I had to be like 18, 19. Actually, my first car ever was a Plymouth Breeze, and it blew up in the garage. But that's a whole nother story for another day. That is crazy. Yeah, and my dad stole $200 of my money when I bought my first car. All right, y'all, this is all over the place, but back to this Malibu I bought. Back to this Monte Carlo I bought. I bought this car on the first day. I had a boyfriend. We'll call him T. Okay? So I had this boyfriend, right? And I don't know why back in the day, you know, again, I'm like, yeah, I got this car. I was so thirsty to let him drive my car the first day. I was working at Chipotle, and he had took me back to work after I picked up the car and stuff, and he had my car, y'all. I bull crap you not. The first day I had my car, he had my car. My car was like his car. I just paid for it. Like, who does that? Like, where they do that at? Anywho, I was young as heck, like I said. Dang, I probably was. Yeah, I was super young. But he come pick me up from work, and instantly, as soon as I walk out the door, I noticed this like dent in my car. He got my car shot up, y'all. The first day I got my car, I was at work. I let this boy that I just thought I was so in love with, like I was madly in love with, I let him drive my car, and the boy got it shot up. Why was this boy driving my car in the first place? Like, that's the real question. Anywho, still went home with this boy. I was mad, whatever. I still let this boy drive my car. Can y'all believe that? Still let this boy drive my car. Not to mention after that, he totaled the car out probably a month later, you know, and again, I was still with this boy. But that just goes to show that, like, you know, I just didn't know no better. I didn't know my own worth. Like, that's why I say if I can give myself any advice, my younger self, it would be to love yourself. Although I don't know how I would be able to love myself, because I just feel like we didn't have the resources that you guys have nowadays. Like, all this internet, all this affirmation, like, me growing up, I won't speak for everybody else, but me growing up in the inner city in a one-parent household, my mom worked so much. Like, shout out to her. She did the best she could do. Like, my mom literally worked graveyard shifts. So, like, even if she wanted to give us that love and affection, she literally did not have the time to give it to us, because she had 3 kids that she was raising, and she just, you know, she always had to work. But it's like, if I would have had that guidance, I would have known better, you guys. This boyfriend, this T boyfriend, when I tell y'all, I used to think the stupidest stuff was love. Like, oh my God, it was so crazy. It was so toxic. He used to break my cell phones. I used to be like trying to go out to the club with my friends, like coming back to his house, because I was living with him in his grandma's basement. Like, does this stuff. Like, I can't make this up. But I was living in his grandma's basement, and he used to, like, I literally used to be like sneaking in his grandma's house. This wasn't even our own house. Sneaking in his grandma's house, wiping off the X's off my hands because we went to the club, and girl, just lying, y'all. Like, the strangest thing. And I thought I was so in love with this boy. Like, I just thought I was so head over heels for this boy. Like, he used to break my cell phones, all types of stuff. Like, I cannot even believe, like, the woman I am today. I cannot even believe that I went through this stuff. I appreciate it, though, because I feel like, again, it made me the woman I am today. But I just think it's super important that young girls know their worth and love their self, because I got so many stories like that, so many situations like that, you know. Even with friends, like, I done done things to friends that I had no business doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm far from perfect. I'm far from innocent, any of it. But yeah, I just, if I can give my younger self any advice, it would be that, to love yourself. It is so important to love yourself, because it's impossible for you to love somebody if you don't love yourself. And clearly, I did not love myself, y'all. I used to be literally in this boy basement. He used to be like, go get me a honey bun. I would jump up and do it. Like, he used to be cheating, all types of stuff, you guys. Like, and like I said, this just kind of went on and on and on. Like, literally until I hit my 30s, you know? Loving yourself is so important, because people will only treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So however you treat yourself, that's how a person is going to treat you. If you feel like you're not worthy, if you feel like you don't deserve, that's how people are going to treat you. If I can give any advice to younger girls, or anything, you know, in that nature, that's coming out of the inner city, because like I said, I was born and raised in the inner city, it will be, take the time out to get to know yourself. Take the time out to value yourself. Take the time out to journal. Like, I got into journaling when I was 20. I still have my journals from when I turned 20 and when I originally first started writing to myself. But if I can give any young girls, high school girls from the inner city any advice, it would be to journal. It would be to express yourself in your journals. It would be to get to know yourself. Even if you have a mother like mine that was always at work, like, y'all, whew, may God bless my mom, because I gave my mom such a hard time, y'all. Like, I was so angry at my mom. I was so angry at the world, you guys, because I couldn't understand that my mom was doing her best. You know, so I resent, I like, oh, I could not stand my mom. Like, I gave her hell. But really, what I realized is, as parents, we do the best we can do, and we only do what we know. So, I didn't give my mom enough credit growing up back then, because although I didn't know what I wanted or what I was looking for, I knew that I wasn't getting the love. And this story time may be all over the place, y'all. I don't know. Comment below. Y'all just like, what is this girl talking about? This is my first mukbang, and I'm just pretty much going with the flow. I'm talking about what's on my heart. So, let me know if I'm doing a bad job with this. But growing up, y'all, it was I shouldn't say it was tough, you know, but growing up in the inner city was definitely like fun. Don't get me wrong. I had a ball. I had so many friends. I did the party stuff. I did the club stuff. You know, hide and go seek. Everybody come to your house, your cousins, your mama friend kids. You know, all of that stuff was fun. Like, don't get me wrong. I had a great childhood. I had a fun childhood, I should say. But I do feel like I was never taught my worth. And in results of that, I wasn't capable of loving myself, you know? Like, for a long time, I used to be super insecure, you guys, because I was super skinny. And I'm not even as tall as people think I am, but I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'6". But I used to be really, really skinny. And I used to be insecure because my sister and my brother would always be like, you know, making those skinny jokes. My friends were super thick, and I just never had, like, my dad wasn't around to, like, reassure me that I was beautiful. My mom wouldn't show that much affection, so I just didn't know, you know? So I grew up insecure and not knowing my worth. I grew up not understanding that beauty is not the beauty does not start on the outside, it starts on the inside, you know? And confidence is a big key in life. Like, young women should know that, like, confidence is, yeah, it literally is a huge part of life. Because if you have, again, it kind of all goes into, like, loving yourself and knowing your worth. Like, I feel like it all ties in together. Like, you have to know that you're beautiful. You have to know that you're worthy. You have to know that you deserve better to get these things. It's almost like manifesting, you know? And that was just something I did not know growing up. And yeah, just like, again, if I could give myself any advice, that's what it would be. That's what it would be. That's what it would be. And I know it's so many girls in inner cities that have those issues, that struggle with that, you know, absentee fathers, and just don't know. If I can give any men advice, any young men, any men that are not involved in their kids' life, if I can give them any advice right now, a lot of people think that it's so important for men to be in their son's life. I do agree to a certain extent, because I do feel like as women, there's some things that we just cannot teach boys. But however, I don't think we understand how important it is for a man to be in his daughter's life, because, again, a man is supposed to set the bar high. A man is supposed to set that standard. Hold on, y'all. This is my son. Hello. I'm making a YouTube video, but I don't care. Does his mom know? Yeah, you can come over. Or you can go over there. It doesn't matter. Okay, bye. But anywho, like I was saying, it's so important for men to be in their daughters' lives, little girls' lives, because that's your first love. That's the first man to give you love. That's the first man that you see as a hero, you know. And for example, if this man is treating his daughter like a princess and giving her everything that she needs and deserves and desires, when she grows up, she's most likely not going to take less from a man, because she already has this impression of what a man is supposed to be. Now, on the other hand, when you have the little girls that grow up with an absentee father, you know, they're bound to most likely adapt to men that don't deserve them, men that's not worthy, because, you know, they're used to men failing them. They're used to men walking away. They're used to men cheating. They're used to, you know, women being the backbone and the person to get everything done, you know. So how can you expect a woman that has never had a father to know her worth when she never was taught her worth? So me personally, you guys, I think it's super important for a little girl to have a father, because I feel like that sets the tone for how a man is supposed to treat you. Comment below if y'all agree with that. Comment below. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of women that do not have fathers or did not grow up with fathers and they still don't play that. But me personally, y'all, I accepted so much stuff growing up, like trying to, I don't even want to say trying to fill a void, because I don't know if that's what it was. I don't know what I was looking for. Me personally, I didn't feel loved, period. Like, I didn't feel loved at home with my mom. I didn't feel love from my dad. And I feel like I was searching for that so bad in people, in friends, in relationships, period. Like, whether that was sexual relationships, whether that was friendship relationships. Like, I was searching so hard for something that I didn't even know what I was searching for, because I never felt love. And again, this is not to shame my mom, because I know my mom loved me and I know she loved me back then. Now, as a 31-year-old woman, I know that hands down. But I'm just saying how I felt growing up. You know, I did not feel it. My mom was not affectionate, and that's because her mom probably wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't blame her. Again, most of us, we put off what we're taught. But like I was saying, you know, I always looked for something in people, and I was never able to find that from people, because I needed to find that within myself, if that makes sense. You know, self-love is important. And if I can encourage anything from this video, if y'all take anything from this video, should I say, if y'all get anything from this video, I hope that you guys get and understand that self-love is important. And if you do not love yourself, you will never be capable of loving anybody. Like, point blank, period. And if you have like a family where you feel like you're not getting what you want, I encourage you to talk to your mom, talk to your dad, talk to a therapist, journal, anything. Figure out how you can get what you're looking for, because, you know, like I said, in result, I did a lot of messed up things. You know, I was angry. I used to fight so much, y'all. Like, I fought so much growing up, and I don't even know why. Like, I used to fight my friends' fights. Like, I was a problem child. I gave my mom hell. Like, oh, I feel so bad, because I was so mean to my mom, because I could not understand. I did not get it. Like, you know, I was just angry, you know. I was angry, and it wasn't her fault, you know. Even my dad, I don't even blame my dad, because he just didn't know himself too. He just didn't know. But I don't know, y'all. Like, again, I'm sorry this mukbang may be all over the place, but I just know that there are plenty of young girls out there that was like me. And it's a long journey ahead, and if you guys can, just want to encourage you guys to heal yourself, love yourself, learn yourself, and taking one day at a time, you know. And men, it's so important to be in your little girls' lives because you set the tone for how men is supposed to treat your women, you know, your daughters, you know, how she's supposed to be treated as a woman. And yeah, just don't give up, you know. Stay focused. It's so, the crazy thing is there's so much I want to say on this story time or girls talk, whatever you want to call it, but it's so much and I don't want it to be all over the place, you know. So I'm trying to stay on track, y'all. Sorry again, this is my first mukbang, but moral of the story is, know your worth. Don't settle for less. Even if you don't know what that is, figure it out. Take the time to journal. Take the time to talk to yourself. It's okay to get a therapist. I know in the Black community, sometimes we feel like we don't need therapists, or it's just not right, or you're cuckoo, or whatever. Do whatever you have to do to heal you. Do whatever you have to do to help yourself, because again, if I could give myself any advice, or if anybody could have given me advice when I was younger, it would have been that. And again, you guys, my story may be different from a lot of people because my mom was the only child, so I don't have aunties, I don't have uncles, any of it. My father, he had siblings, but I didn't know any of them, so you know, I never really had a go-to person that I can talk to or anything like that. So I think that had a lot to do with my anger. But again, most of it was just me and my insecurities and me not knowing my worth and me not loving myself, you know. I just wish I had someone to tell me, like, girl, you are beautiful, you are worthy, you know, love yourself, you deserve more. And don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun, you guys. I did a lot of crazy things, you know, I did a lot of good things. But overall, you know, and I have a beautiful son and all that, but, you know, it's just some things that I wish I could redo and do better. But we live and we learn from our mistakes, and I feel like a lot of us that do have, like, you know, stories like this, and they have evolved and became better people, they would not have been who they are today. Like, I wholeheartedly feel like I would not be the woman I am today if I did not go through half of the things I went through. If you know what I'm saying, like, if I didn't have to figure it out, I wouldn't appreciate life the way I appreciate life now. You know, I wouldn't want to give my son the life that I am trying to give him if I did not go through it, you know. And shout out to those single moms. Like, shout out to the moms that are doing whatever to get it done, that's doing whatever to make sure their kids have a roof over their head. Because, baby, one thing about it, my mom, she worked her butt off, you know. She did what she had to do. We've never been homeless. We never lived in a shelter or anything like that. She always worked, but unfortunately, because she always had to work, and you know, she wasn't able to give us the attention that we needed. And that happens way too much in inner city families. It actually really sucks, because I feel like inner city kids are so misunderstood. We are so, at times, we are just like put on the back burner as problem children, or just can't get right, less likely to succeed, all of that because the hand we were dealt. And it sucks. It sucks a little bit because you don't know no better, you know. You brought into this world and this is what you know as norm, you know. And then to try to change or try to understand why you're angry or try to understand why you're mad is like, how can we understand something that we don't know? So yeah, you know, if I can give any advice to people that are dealing with inner city kids, teens, young adults, whatever, it will be to have patience and sometimes try to get to the root of people problems. And everybody cannot be saved. I understand that. I'm totally aware of that. Like, sometimes you're just too far gone, or you're just lost in the sauce. But me personally, I just wish I had somebody that cared. Like, me personally, I just wish I had somebody that could have like snatched me up and put me under their wing and showed me the ropes of life. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I have a beautiful life now. You know, I have a beautiful relationship with both of my parents. Me and my mom, we talk all the time, you know, and she understands my point of views. I understand her point of views, but just growing up was totally different. It was so much harder, you know, because we just didn't understand each other. Like, I didn't know how to say to my mom, like, you're hurting me. You know, I want to feel love. I want you to tell me that you love me. I want you to sit me down and show me how to shave my legs. I want you to, you know, give me this undivided attention, you know. And she didn't know how to say to me, you know, I can't be, like, basically what I wanted from my mom was dang near impossible because she had to do so much to provide. Like, imagine coming home every day, trying to cook, trying to make sure your 3 kids is doing good in school, trying to make sure you know where they are at all times. Not to mention you have to work a graveyard shift. So if y'all don't know what a graveyard shift is, my mom used to work from, I want to say 10 at night to 6 in the morning or something like that. It was like overnight. So that would require her to practically sleep through the day, you know, and then go to work at night. So we had so much freedom. My sister was 5 years older than me, so she was always able to stay at home with us. But we had a lot of like freedom, and she was tired, you know. 3 kids, could you just imagine? So what I was trying to get from her, that's why when they say it takes a village to raise kids, that is so true, you guys. It really takes a village, and your village, and don't get me wrong, 2 parents, that's why you have 2 parents, because 2 parents are meant to be in your life. But a village just don't stop there. It's grandparents, it's aunts, it's uncles, it's friends. Like, that is a village. Like, it literally takes a village to raise kids. Like, you know, sometimes you just need that support from your sister or your homegirl to say, girl, I'll pick up the kids for you, or girl, I could drop them off to football practice because I go that way anyways, you know, or girl, just send them over to little whatever, and you know, he real good at math, he can help him, you know. Just imagine being a 1-parent. Shout out to all the single parents again, but just imagine being a single parent and you literally have to do everything: cook dinner, help with homework, tutor, be a therapist, you know, teach them how to be a woman, teach them how to be a boy, make games on, you know, whatever sport they decide to do. And on top of that, work a job. Could you imagine? Like, that is insane. So it's really true when it says it takes a village. You know, support is everything. So if you have that friend that may look like, you know, she got it all under control and she's a single parent, and, you know, she make it look good, still take the time out to see if your friend need help, because, you know, it really takes a village. And even although people may not say I need help, everybody need help. Everybody need a break, you know. It's always something that we could be doing better as a person, period, you know. So again, this mukbang or girl talk, whatever you want to call it, it's not to bash single parents or anybody like my parents or nothing like that. It's just to basically bring awareness. And, you know, if you guys know younger girls or even in their 20s, because y'all, my 20s, they were lit. My 20s were lit, don't get me wrong, but the stuff, I be wanting to curse so bad. The stuff that I was doing in my 20s, baby, what was going on? Like, what was going on? I used to be so reckless. Like, thank God that I am here today. You know, I did reckless things. Hold on, y'all. Let me go let my baby in. But yes, sorry you guys, like I was saying, 20s was just a roller coaster. It was all over the road for me. Like, um, yeah, I thought I knew everything. You could not tell me nothing in my 20s. And unfortunately, I learned the hard way. But again, that brings character, it builds character. The moral of the story is, if you're in someone's life that may seem angry, that may seem, lost, give them a chance, give them some guidance, embrace them, love on them, and just know that everything starts, all of your decisions in life starts with how you feel about yourself. So remember to give yourself self-love is super important. Remember to treat yourself with the utmost respect, because without that, you would never be able to give or pour into anybody's cup until you're able to pour into your cup. So again, I hope this video was not all over the place, you guys. Sorry if it was. Yeah. If you like the topic, comment below. If you want me to do more mukbangs, comment below. If you want to hear like set stories, next time I'm gonna try to like write down exactly what I want to talk about, so that way I'm not all over the place. But I felt like in order for me to tell some stories, I had to tell my past. Yeah, so that's kind of why I was like jumping into my past and jumping back. And then in my head, you guys don't even know like what was going through my head in this conversation, because it hits so many triggers still to this day. Like talking about things make me emotional or make me go back. And yeah, and basically what I want out of YouTube is to use this for a platform. I want to inspire younger girls. I want to let younger girls know that, it do get better. Life does get better. Anybody that was in my situation, I'm not talking like, if you know you love yourself and you have a father and you have all of that, this message is not for you. Even if you're my age and you're still dealing with hate, sometimes you have to really dissect yourself and get to the root of it. Like, I feel like for a long time I used to blank out stuff. I used to like block out and not even want to get to where my anger was coming from. But I'm trying to, if there's anything I just want to give to my subscribers or just to people, period, from being on YouTube, is to heal yourself. Like, and I'm not there. Don't get me wrong. I still have so much healing to do. Like, you wouldn't even believe. Like, just this year, I've been working on myself for probably about 5 years now. Is when 5 years ago is when I probably start feeling like the transformation or me growing and things like that. And honestly, y'all, like 28, 29, I was like, yeah, I just felt like, oh, I have healed so much. And then when I hit 31 and I hit this different level, it was like, dang, girl, like I realized I still have blocked out so much stuff. And it was like, you have only gotten to the tip of the problem with you, So I still have a lot of healing to do myself. But again, basically, I'm kind of jumping all over the place again. The message that I want to give to people that are in similar situations like mine is that you have to literally take the time out and work on yourself and heal yourself and dissect the root of your problem to grow, to blossom, especially if you have kids, to allow your kids to grow and blossom and to not bring in that generational curse. Because I feel like how I just sat here and said my mother was unable to give me the love that I was looking for, I feel like it's the same with her. I feel like her story will be a lot similar to mine. And even with her mother, like my grandmother, I love her dearly too. We didn't have a great relationship growing up, but we have an amazing relationship now. But I feel that my mother lacked of because her mother lacked of. And she could probably have the same story. But again, that's where it goes to that generational curse. So if I could give, any advice to my younger self or to any younger girl, even my age, that's still dealing with hate and trauma or whatever, it will be to heal yourself. Take the time out to talk to yourself. Take the time out to write to yourself, to get to know what's going on with yourself. Literally talk to yourself in a journal. Get a therapist if you need one. Do whatever you have to do to heal yourself, because until you heal yourself, you can never put out what you want. You get what I'm trying to say? But I hope this video inspires someone to get to know themselves better, to get the help they need. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please comment below. Give me a thumbs up. If you guys want me to talk about something, if you guys want to know anything, comment below. I want to be an open book. I want to use this platform to, again, help others, help myself, shoot. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to finish my food because it's hard to eat and talk. So yeah, I'm going to finish my food. And until next time, peace out. Again, subscribe. Hit that post notification. Leave me a comment below. My views do not match my subscribers. Just subscribe, sis. Just subscribe. Bye.